Hi guys, so welcome to my channel. First and foremost, today I'm going to be channeling through Jasmine Pearls, and I'm going to be doing last minute messages with my Amethyst Ball. Now, some of the downloads that I actually received today was this one came to me yesterday. First of all, if you are the main character, you don't have to sit over here and act like the main character. You don't have to sit over here and do anything, because everybody already knows when you're watching a movie, they already know who the main character is. So why are you sitting over here trying to over exude yourself? Why are you sitting over here trying to act out when you don't have to act out? The second message that I got is that in order for you to truly walk into your new life, in order for you to truly walk into what it is that you want to create, whatever the person that you want to be, you have to get rid of the old. So I'll give you an example, because God is sitting over here saying, give you an example. When yesterday, not even yesterday, because it started a while ago, but yesterday I realized that I don't have really any shoes, where it is, I don't want to say they're not comfortable, because I have heels that are comfortable, but I don't have any shoes that don't represent me anymore, because I got rid of all my old shoes, which are all my old boots, all of my old tennis shoes, all of my old sandals and stuff that didn't compliment me anymore. I got rid of all that, and it forced me to have to go out and go buy new stuff. Starts with buying new stuff. And the second thing is that, okay, God, well, I actually have to start implementing this new stuff, because I don't have anything else to fucking wear. I don't have any other shoes to wear. And guess what I decided to buy? A whole bunch of heels, because my future self loves heels. My future self has got to a point to where she can sit over here and walk in any pair of heels that she wants, because it's an aesthetic. The point of the matter is that what is it, you need to call your attention to what it is that you are not letting go of. Because I feel like God is sitting over here saying that right now you are trying to work on your purpose. You're trying to work on your image. You're trying to transform your life and change. And you might not even be working on your physical image, even though I'm getting more physical. You could be just internally shifting. You could just be internally working on self, which could be you getting therapy, you sitting over here getting rid of old friends, you sitting over here going in, getting rid of your wardrobe. Like, that's physical though, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. You sitting over here taking yourself to the doctor, getting checkups, making sure you're right within, like making sure you're shifting what you're eating. So take this message as it resonates. It could be a physical shift. It could be literally an internal shift. But you know that I feel like God wants me to call your attention that when you change your internal, your external shows. So if you're working on within, your outside is going to show it. You're going to glow differently. You're going to feel differently. You're going to behave differently. And I feel like if God is sitting over here saying that you're trying to truly make this transformation into this different person, this new world, and really it's really your true self, then you have to let go of your old self. Okay, 333 on my timer. So that's all the channeling messages that I got. So without further ado, let's channel. Let's read. So right now I'm getting that your name could start with a K. I'm getting an S. I'm getting a G. Or somebody you're dealing with could have these initials. I'm getting the number 1, 25, 42, 33. I'm getting 7. I'm getting 2. And then that's all I'm getting right now. Your name could start with X. And it could be in your first name or your last name, or this could be just like a syllable in your letter. So, okay, let's get into these messages. And guys, just because I didn't call out your letter of your name does not mean that this message won't resonate with you, because clearly you came across my video 444 on my timer. You came across this video because either this whole message is for you or a part of this message is for you. There is no inconvenience. There is no, unless you were actively searching for me, I don't even want to say that, because I feel like every intention, every time that you see something, it's for you. But the whole message might not be for you. Maybe just a part of it might be for you. That's where you have to practice discernment. I feel like God is sitting over here saying that some of you guys really need to work on your discernment, because a lot of you guys are getting trapped into messages that are not for you. Okay? Okay, so right now I'm seeing you might be the star seed. You are the star seed. And the reason why is because you also, the number 3 could be important. And I'm seeing the letter M now too. Sorry, I'm just, as I see it, it's coming out. But you guys might be the star seed. And the reason why is because you stick out like a sore thumb. Like, you stick out. Like, you can't hide yourself even if you wanted to hide yourself. 555 on my timer. The point of the matter is that God doesn't want you to sit over here and dim your light. I feel like God is sitting over here saying, even with this message, God is sitting over here saying that you were even brighter in the past. Like, you were even brighter, but you dealt with a lot of people. A lot of people around you were secret enemies, and they tried to dim your light. That could have been your family too. And because they tried to dim your light, you started to split yourself into two. You started to sit over here and really not truly know yourself. You started to, what is the word? Give me the word, God. You turned on yourself. And when I mean turned on yourself, it means internally you used to be whole, but then you broke into two because you sat over here and you started to dim your own light, because you thought that you were supposed to behave like everybody else behaved, because everybody would sit over here and be like, okay, well, why do you have curly hair? And you're the only one that has curly hair. You're the only one that's black. You're the only one that's Mexican hair. You're the only one that's light skinned. You're the only one that's white. Like, you stick out. So, and I feel like a lot of you guys had to shift yourself or break yourself into two just to get back onto everybody else's level. But the point of the matter is God said, listen, that was when you were in survival mode. You are no longer in survival mode. It's time for you to rebuild your stick. Okay? Let's keep going. I'm seeing somebody, either you got somebody wrapped around your finger or they got you wrapped around their finger. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that you got to release that. And the reason why is because that's also something that's shortening your growth. I feel like God is sitting over here saying that it's time for you to work on yourself. I feel like God is sitting over here saying that it's time for you to really spend time with yourself and really find out, okay, who you are, rebuild yourself, work on what it is that you want to work on, find the activities that you like to do. Sit over here. You can get a hobby. You can get a new business. You can sit over here and start working out. Like, you can sit over here and literally work on fucking people if you want to work on people. I don't know. But the point of the matter is God is sitting over here saying that it's time for you to get out and do something and stop living your life behind a relationship. I'm seeing a dog here. So some of you guys might have a dog or be planning on getting a dog. I feel like that's going to be really good for you. Okay, so what are some of the future things that they can look forward to? Let's keep going. Let's mix it up. You're going to come back together. You're going to come back together. And you're slowly but surely going to rise. I feel like in here it's telling me like slow and steady wins the race. But you're not broken into pieces. So you being broken into pieces could have been your past you. And because you've been doing your work and you've been doing what you're doing, you've been on your path, I feel like the message is showing me that you are slowly getting, like, you're together now, but you're slowly rising back up to your start energy. And I feel like the universe is sitting over here saying, okay, baby, but you're still crouched over, like you're still bending down. You're still sitting over here. You're still looking down like, am I going to stand? Like, now I'm seeing somebody that's off balance. I'm getting skating. So some of you guys might skate. I'm seeing you're not trusting your own balance. You're not trusting your own self because you're just like, you're trying stuff. You're like, okay, I'm gonna cut my hair. Did anybody react? Did I'm changing my sexuality? Did anybody react? I'm changing outfit at a time, not 3 outfits, just one. See if anybody react. Like, I still feel like this is how you are. Like, you're bent forward. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying, girl, get your ass up. Boy, get your ass up. Like, that's what I'm hearing right now, okay? My lips are dry. I'm sorry, guys. It's a natural habit. So some of you guys might have big lips. Some of you guys might talk a lot. Like, some of you guys might really be extroverted and people try to force you to be introverted. Yeah, so let's get back into these messages. What else is something that they should look forward to? Some of you guys might have food allergies. So just be mindful about what you eat, because I'm definitely seeing like a twisted up like digestive system. It could have been a twisted up intestines, because your food goes through your intestines and it's not mixing well with your inside. So some of you guys need to go. I'm not sitting over here saying calling it a diet, because it's something that you need to shift, like, for your life wise. Like, it's not just something 111 on my timer. It's not something that can only be temporary. Like, you need to do this shift, or else you're going to keep messing up your stomach and you're going to cause heart problems. I'm seeing stomach problems, intestines problems. Some of you guys might be having kidney problems. Now, y'all, don't take it if it does not resonate. Mind you, my messages are for confirmations. It's not for you to sit over here and take it and run with it. I feel like God is sitting over here saying that there's a lot of things that you sit over here and you take and you run with it, and it's not for you, and you got to stop that. Especially if you're watching too many readings. I'm seeing that you're breaking out of your shell, though. Like, you were in a shell. You put yourself in a shell. You were wrapped up. But I feel like God is sitting over here saying, baby, keep on going. The more that you break out of yourself or out of your shell, the more that you sit over here and you rise and you become so different. Because right now I'm seeing a whole bunch of people that are the same around you, and you're the one that sticks out. And I'm sitting over here saying that God is like, okay, but baby, you need to get out of here now. You need to get out of here right now. And the reason why is because you're going to eventually turn into them. You're going to turn into your surroundings. So it's time for you to get different surroundings. It's time for you to sit over here and do what you say that you don't want to do. You see, in order for you to truly get out of this cycle, I'm seeing that you need to sit over here and you got to start unraveling yourself. You have to start making your way and shifting yourself in order to shift out of this time zone, this not time zone, but this dimension. Basically, it's time for you to shift out of this dimension so you can elevate to the next one. I'm automatically hearing, if you're the smartest in the room, then you need to sit over here and get out of that room, because that person can't do nothing for you. Now, don't get me wrong, there are friendships that are based out of 333 on my timer. There are relationships that are based out of knowledge, what you can do. Some things, like somebody can knit you a sweater and you can sit over here and teach them how to turn that knitting into a business. Like, some relationships can be transactional. Sometimes you are put into people's life in order for you to help them advance, or for them to help you advance, or for them to just listen, or for you to just listen. But the point of the matter is that God is sitting over here saying that it's time for you to remove yourself. And if you want to continue to unravel, because right now I'm seeing you in current mode, I'm seeing you unraveling. Like, you're getting out because you're tired of it. You're tired of being just closed off because it's not you. I'm seeing that you got to remove yourself completely. You got to remove yourself. Like, you got to unattach yourself you might have to unattach yourself from your family. And I'm not sitting over here saying that you got to get rid of them, but I'm saying for a little while, you got to unattach yourself. You got to sit over here and really remove it. And your family, they going to be mad. They going to be like, why ain't you answering my phone calls? Why are you not sitting over here? Why are you acting different? She acting like she's so different. Here she go. But really, that's who you always have been. You always have been the one that stuck out. And now that you're embodying your whole energy, You got to focus on you. The more you focus on you, the more you stick out. The more you sit over here and you get out of the places that no longer serve you. And I feel like some of you guys right now were born into karmic cycles, born into karmic families. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying, you've been blinded by this. You've been blinded by it. But the point of the matter is that you're not blind no more. You've been doing the work and God is proud of you. It's time for you to sit over here and continue to do the work. I feel like some of you guys are sitting over here having like, you are bottling a lot of energy up into your hearts, and it's time for you to release it. It's time for you to continue to go on about your path and to sit over here and really unleash yourself. So I'm going to end it right there. Let's see if we have any last minute messages on my Amethyst Ball. I've hit all the little timers. It was 555. Okay. So I know I'm onto something. You guys are really transforming. And I'm really happy for you. I feel like God is proud of you. So let's get into it. Any last minute messages? So I'm seeing your heart is starting to come back, but I'm seeing that your heart is still not all the way there. I'm seeing that it's covered, but you're removing the walls from your heart, which is good. But you know that you're not ready to date right now. You know that you're still sitting over here like you're still testing waters, like you're still testing shit out because you're still guarded. Like I still feel like you're guarded, but I feel like you're slowly but surely like you're shifting. You're shifting it. And I feel like God is really proud of you. Some of you guys are really fucking beautiful. Well, I won't say some of you guys. Like, you guys are really beautiful. I'm seeing some of you guys, your imagination is going to take you. Your imagination is going to take you to a really different place. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that it starts with your imagination. It starts with what you think of. If you think negative thoughts, your life will be negative. If you sit over here and think positive, I was going to say thoughts, but vibes came out. I feel like God is sitting over here saying, if you have positive vibes, your life will be positive. The point of the matter is it's all about perception. Our whole message has been about transforming and you getting into your true, authentic self. And I feel like right now, your imagination is having a battle. Your mind is a battlefield right now. And I feel like you're starting to squish those negative thoughts. You're starting to squish those negative thoughts because your positive outweighs your negative. But the point of the matter is your negative is still there. You still are having those thoughts in your head to where you're like, I'm not going to be shit. How am I going to do this? And God is sitting over here saying, let go of those questions. Let go of that last little piece of your negative talk and just live in your imagination. Live in the, like, believe in what you can't see. Because us as human beings, we can only see certain things unless you have the gift to give. And some of you guys do have the gift to sit over here and see beyond this world. But the point of the matter is that if you don't eat right, if you don't spiritually try to ascend to that point, then guess what? And I'm feeling like some of you guys naturally do see people, but you guys shut off that gift because you guys were scared when you guys were younger. That might not be for all of you guys, but some of you guys are really powerful. The point of the matter is that God is sitting over here saying that the more you give into the negative thoughts, the more that you're going to sit over here and go back into your old self. Imagine your higher self. What does she look like? What does he look like? What do they sound like? What are they doing in their profession? Do they have their own business? Are they in school? Do they have degrees? What do they look like? And if you can picture that, then you know what you need to do right now. And that's why the present moment is so important. Because you have a lot of different hurdles that you had in your past, but I'm seeing you need to pick a path. It's time for you to pick a path on which way you want to go. And there is no wrong way. It's just picking a way. Because you don't want to stay stuck. And you know that you don't want to stay stuck where you used to be. But the point of the matter is that God is sitting over here saying that, babe, it's time for you to open up your mouth and speak it into existence. It's time for you to speak your imagination into existence in order for you to become who you need to become. And understand that God is always with you. Understand that God is always with you. God is you. God is a mirror. Anything that you are, you mirror yourself. You mirror yourself. And I'm sitting over here saying I'm seeing a knife, but I'm not seeing it literal. I'm seeing that if you cut yourself off, then that's on you, because you are a walking mirror. Whatever you see is your own reflection. Whatever you get is your own reflection. If you want to sit over here and cut off your opportunities, you're entitled to that because you have free will. But the point of the matter is that God is going to sit over here and get in between what is actually meant for you. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that, listen, baby, you can try to ruin this for yourself. There's a lot of things that you can ruin. But the point of the matter is that there's going to come a time where if I have to intervene, I will intervene. If I got to cut off everybody up in this, I'm going to do that. That's the energy I'm getting from God. So just know you always have God. And when you're lost, look to the stars. Take a moment, breathe, and listen. You don't just pray, listen. Because I feel like God is sending a lot of different blessings your way right now. The more that you unravel and the more that you sit over here and become self, the more you sit over here and unravel yourself, the more that you sit over here and more blessings you come. But it starts with you sitting over here identifying the things that you need to work on. Understanding that you're not perfect. Understanding that you're a delicate flower. Treat yourself as such. Nurture yourself, care about yourself, break out of your shell. And then when you need to sit over here and go back into your shell, go back into your shell. But God is sitting over here saying that, babe, if love is your focus, then you will have that. But the point of the matter is that if you want true love, you have to sit over here and get out of your shell. And you have to sit over here and work on self if you want something to truly last. Because right here I'm seeing a love card. So some of you guys' focus might be love. I'm also seeing a throat chakra that you need to probably pay attention to too. Some of you guys aren't speaking up because your mouth is closed right here. Any other last messages? I'm seeing another. You're really smart. I'm seeing you right here in some, like your head is still like in swirls, like your head is still like in a cocoon. But it's time for you to use your imagination. It's time for you to open up and get back into your childlike state. I'm feeling like it's time for you to sit over here and truly embody what it is to be like a kid again. In order for you to achieve exactly what it is that you want. Some of you guys could see spirits. But I'm hearing if you tapped into it. Some of your loved ones are with you. Most of them are still with you. And I feel like the universe is just like, not even the universe, your ancestors are like, I'm here. I'm here. Like, I see somebody that's sitting over here crying, but I'm just like, some of you guys have maybe a dad, a brother that's in the afterlife, and they're trying to communicate with you and they're trying to guide you on which way to go, but I'm feeling like they can't get through to you because you're not listening. But some of them are going to be reborn into a baby that you have. But they're there with you. There's multiple people that's around you. So if you have multiple people that have died and you wondered if they're ever near you, I'm seeing yes, they're near you. I'm literally seeing them here. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. I love you guys. If you want any bookings with me, if you want me to do your readings, go ahead. All the information is down below. And I'm out of here.